This is your girl Jenny Deuces, and I'm back at it with Deuces Up, and I'm here with Konshens from Jamaica.
Say my name again.
Konshens.
Konshens.
Konshens. Okay, I have an accent, you know.
Konshens. Yeah. Man, I like
okay, I'm sorry, but yes, you know, you're from Jamaica.
Yeah.
You live in Jamaica.
I live in Jamaica and Miami.
So you back and forth in Jamaica and Miami.
Yeah.
We gotta let you know, American girls love you.
Yeah.
We love your music. Yes. Why we going party, reggae parties? They big in Brooklyn and Queens and all over New York.
Yeah, man.
I don't know about Miami, but New York is big on Jamaican music, reggae music.
Enough Jamaican there, enough like New York full of Caribbean people. So.
And so, you know, I watch a lot of your interviews. Don't have 97. I watch a lot of other interviews, and they always focus on your music. But I feel like I don't know you. So if I love your music, I want to know something about you. I like to get personal. Like, you know.
Personal.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. How was it growing up in Jamaica? How was it, you know, being here where you are right now? How it all started for you?
Growing up for me was a mixture of everything, you know. Like every other Caribbean youth. The difference is my father was a soldier, and part of my time was spent on a military base.
Oh, I would never, you see stuff like that, I wouldn't know.
And then I think as a early teenage years, I moved to a place that them called Sherlock Crescent, Kingston 20, that I like, not so much the ghetto, but it's kind of the ghetto. You know what I mean? And that's where we really started to do dancehall music.
Dancehall music, and that's how the music kind of...
No, the music was always there, but as a profession.
So you always had a voice?
Yeah, as a profession. That was the first time I was exposed to it that way.
Okay, and you was always singing reggae music, dancehall. You never tried any other type of music?
Well, we grew up at the same time when BET and MTV just got to the Caribbean, and everybody started getting exposed to enough different things. So we experiment with everything. From it was good music, we fuck with it. Or I can say we fuck with it, right? Okay,
I fuck with it. I fuck with one of your videos that I really
look at it, come in, keep rolling, no matter.
One of your videos I really like was
Alright, man.
Book of Your Back.
Yeah.
I heard the music, I heard it, you know, but when I saw the video, I fell in love with the music. I watched it. I like the whole, because there's a lot of American music, the videos be trash. And I watched this video, it was just so much, you know,
so much shit happening.
It was so much happening, but it was still so good. The girls dancing, everybody just so vibrant, and you almost dying, and you find this crazy party.
Almost dying.
Yeah, and then you just, it was just a really good video. Did you produce it yourself, or it was your idea, and you put anything? It was kind of my idea, 50-50, but the video director came up with half of the idea, and the concept, his name is Damian Gill. His company is Warrior Music, Warrior Films, so when you see that, they will say. Would you say that's like one of your biggest songs? Like,
I think in the past 3 years, it's one of the biggest dancehall songs overall.
Yeah,
for me,
I would say that.
I would say, yeah, you could say that's my biggest song, because I think it opened more doors to me internationally.
This is why I'm confused at reggae music, right? When any other music in America, when the music come out, for it to go mainstream viral, it's like 1 to 3 weeks, so we know if it's gonna be a hit or not. But with reggae music, I feel like the song will be there for a good amount of time. Yeah. It will never pick up. But then out of nowhere, everybody's singing the song. Yeah. Why do you think it takes so long?
You know, there's so many things that contribute to that. I think the fact that the genre is still seen as a trend, like it's not respected as an official genre. You know what I mean? And I think one of the reasons for that is because each time we get a successful artist or a successful song, there's like a big gap. So you have like Sean Paul, and then you have a big gap, and then.
And why do you think the gap keep on happening? Why can't it be consistent?
Because nobody putting nobody on.
Because people are selfish.
I don't even want to go all the way to say it's people selfish, but I think if more artists are successful from the genre at the same time, the genre will become powerful. So, I mean, I don't want to name names or blame nobody, but that's what I'm setting out to do right now. 5, 6 artists powerful at the same time, not just one song or a hot song.
What people got to understand with reggae music, I agree with you, you know, it's just like when it comes to female artists, rappers, they feel like there can only be a few when really everybody could eat.
Bullshit. Yeah, everybody can
could make music, and everybody could, you know, if you guys work together, the music could get bigger.
Yeah.
The reggae music could get bigger.
Yo, I was watching an interview a couple of years ago with 2 Chainz and that guy Joe Budden.
Yeah.
So we asked him, why is Atlanta run hip hop right now? And he must say because basically New York people, they never put each other on.
They don't. New York don't.
You know what I mean? It's always a competition. When one man forward, the next one feels threatened, and
people are
there's
afraid,
no unity.
yeah.
But like in Atlanta now, everybody's doing work with everybody, and you know what I mean. So they must share out the big cake. The same thing with dancehall music. As soon as another dancehall artist rises, the other one feels threatened.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
But I just feel like it's for everybody. They're just afraid. They just feel like if you come up, they're gonna lose their buzz, their success. They're gonna start making money.
That's dumb.
You know, and when y'all could work and do something much greater, you know.
I think artists lose track of the fact that they're fans of music, so they don't even look at the music as fun. Like if you, I don't even know what's on your phone, but I'm sure you don't have one artist on your phone. You have a whole bunch of artists on your phone.
Yeah. I don't like one thing.
Exactly.
I like different things. So that's why I like reggae music.
Yeah.
I like hip hop. I like pop. I don't discriminate when it comes to music. I just whatever my ears like, that's what my ears like. So what do you think? Why you think there's a lack of respect for reggae music, where it can just be mainstream? It's hard for artists to be mainstream in reggae music.
I think it's respected, but I think it's not. It's just not embraced as an official genre. Like every hip hop artist, they do collaborations with dancehall. The labels like to mix up dancehall and other thing, and you know. But I think it's really on our shoulders as an artist to really unify and lift the things. I'm gonna have to try to get the one song alone. You know what I mean, I wouldn't even say to the fans or to the radio or to whoever. I think if artists really unify and push it in from Jamaica and from dancehall circle, it will work.
Do you feel like labels are like afraid to sign reggae artists because they don't? I would say afraid because they don't. Okay, with American music, they know they could send you to. You know, they know how to market. They've been doing it for years. But reggae music, they don't have that much. They don't have that much reggae artists or dancehall artists or that are signed to big labels.
You know,
and there's artists that make reggae music that are as big as an American artist or mine, because Jamaican.
I think the culture is very tricky. You know what I mean? The culture kind of tricky, but like over the years, dancehall artists been signed to major labels, but in recent times you realize it kind of decreased, and I think it's the same reason why less hip hop artists sign. Like most people want to be independent because some labels are coming bullshit deals.
So you think it's something they have to do?
In the dancehall music now, you find that a song like Block Off Your Back might not be really huge in America yet. But
what?
Yeah. No, but I'm making a point. But we've been touring in Europe and Africa. And,
you have no idea
how
how big that song is. I'm telling you how big your song is. I'm telling you, I party here and there, and I see how crazy these girls go when that song comes out. I know how crazy I get when that song comes out. That song is a really good song. Like everybody dances and every party. You don't even have to be a reggae party, right? Yeah,
but what I'm saying is like, so labels know where I reach out to artists from dancehall circuit to have a level of success in other places. So when you present a bullshit deal, it's hard for us to say, all right, let's take it, because we know we have Africa, Europe, and all these places we're already, you know what I mean, we're already doing business there, and just to be signed to a label, to a 360 deal, which not all of them are bad, but most of them are whack.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean, and give all of this to a label, and then just because they want to get North America, it's kind of tricky. So I think it's just about doing good business and finding the right deals. It will work.
Where do you think your biggest fan base is? Is it in Europe, in Jamaica, in the islands, in America? Where you feel like they love you more and they show you more, they support you more, and not even loving the support? Where does it come from?
I would say, I don't know, the thing, everywhere, you know. I wouldn't say there's one continent or one area that shows the most love, because whenever Africa, different level, then when you go Europe, it's like a different style. When you come to America, that's like being in the Caribbean, just the same. So Love everywhere, man. I couldn't tell you. The management work out that and see where is it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so how much do you love music?
What?
You love music.
I'm gonna take out this.
I wanted you to take it off, so I'm happy to take it off. I want to see what you think. I want to look at your eyes and I want to feel it. Like,
yeah, how much do I love music? Yo, like even before being an artist, even before producing music or whatever, I love music as just a fan of everything.
Okay.
I mean every genre. So like I love music like a DJ.
Like a DJ.
You know, a DJ will know everything. I know every song and come from every genre. Yeah,
do you feel like people respect your music and respect you as an artist, not in the music as an artist? You feel like, and what do you want to go, like, because I'm listening and watching and I see you say, oh, I want one of these, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what's the motivation? Why you feel like this is necessary for you to have? Do you think if you don't have it, that's gonna make you a failure as an artist?
Talking about your career?
Yeah, everything. Yeah, I wanted to know what to him is important. He mentioned it a few times.
Well, you mean like the accolades, like the plaques on the wall, the Grammys and the what?
Yes.
Like, I think most artists want these achievements, but for me, they're not like, if I don't get them, I'm garbage.
I personally feel like with being that the entertainment industry is only as big in America and Europe, and there's a lack of entertainment in the islands, you know? I feel like when there's the Grammys and there's BET Awards weekend and there's whatever's going on, I feel like artists, big artists like you guys in Jamaica and Barbados and everywhere should get invited, because American people listen to this type of music and they love it.
But this goes back to...
I mean, reggae music, I apologize.
Yeah, this goes back to the fact that the success stories are so far apart that it's still seen as a trend. Like it comes and goes, and it's something we're dead at. All the time it's not there. And I mean, I think that's one of the most important things that myself, that's like one of my aims. And I would say the new crop of artists now in my league, I mean, I think we should really try to all be successful at the same time, all pull each other up and make the genre stand firm.
You had a song with Chris Brown, how'd that come about? It's Chris Brown, you know?
Yeah, I'm signed to a label.
Okay.
That's called Empire. And it basically was.
And when did you get that deal?
About 6 months ago.
6 months. Oh, congrats! So you knew to let you.
Yeah, man.
How happy you are?
That's the first time I'm actually signed.
That's the first
time. After a million deals, this is the first time.
You feel like that deal was right. There was indulging in you, because there's a lot of deals people get. They want to get signed so bad.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of them.
So now you're happy with this deal. You feel like they're gonna take you in a better direction.
Yeah.
A career vision.
Yeah, and basically with the song, it was just my people reach out to him.
Okay.
And
was it something you sent over the track and?
Yeah, we sent over the track, and he just sent like a fire verse. And that's big for me, because, like I said, growing up, BET, MTV just came to Jamaica. Chris Brown as a youngster, but he's still basically the Michael Jackson of our generation.
Great, yeah. So Chris Brown is actually really great.
Yeah, so big up Chris Brown, you don't know.
And what about Cardi B? You also have a song with Cardi B, and Cardi B is killing it right now. And when you did the song with her, she was big.
She wasn't this big yet.
She wasn't as big yet, but I almost I always tell people Cardi B is a star. So if you could have jumped on her, that was a good thing that you did, because people were sleeping on her. But
for real.
And that song was actually a sleeping song.
I was fast asleep. Yo, go check it. It's like when them said Cardi B, it was actually my girl that knew who Cardi B was.
You knew who she was?
No,
or you
I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know. Yeah,
so,
exactly. A lot of people
I didn't watch Love and Hip Hop. I wasn't into the TV.
Yeah.
And I mean, my girl was like, do it. And then
she knew who she was. Your girl knew who she was. Okay.
So we were studio and her vibe was good.
Yeah.
I love her vibe. She just chilled down to earth.
Oh, you actually met her?
Yeah.
And y'all did. Okay, that was.
Yeah, man. And the mixtape, like, it surprised me. Like, I thought it was just a girl. You know what I mean? One of them girls, but shit, like, she spit some bars and things. And it was good.
So you did music with a few people. You have a lot of success stories. If Drake come to, would you ever have a song with Drake? If you would? And how you feel about what's that guy from Hot 97? I'm sorry. Yeah, saying that Drake has something to do with how Afrobeats is going right now, with the amount of success that they're getting, and he's not even a real you know,
talking about how they like taking dancehall music and making it sound.
Yeah, and then they giving them a lot of credit for it. And when
you know, I've never heard somebody refer to dancehall as tropical house.
That's what they, you know, like
they're saying it. I think radio stations try to label it as that, but the people know say dancehall. Nobody give a fuck what the radio station wants to say.
Yeah, you know everybody knows reggae music.
We can get worked up and lose sleep over it, but I'm not losing sleep. People know what time it is. Everybody know about dancehall and what is not dancehall.
You feel like everybody know about dancehall music. You don't gotta explain yourself.
And people like, yo, Drake need to give us credit, and I don't give a fuck if Drake might give us credit. I think we need to take credit. And I mean, and do good business and get our names on the publishing sheets and make sure we get the bread and make sure we give ourselves the own credit and do our own promotion. You know what I mean?
So what are you working on right now that's the biggest coming up for you?
I won't tell you.
You won't tell me? You won't tell? You're not working on no mixing?
Yeah, but I won't tell you. Like, we have an EP that should be coming out at the end of the month.
Okay.
The end of.
Would there be any tour going on?
Which month are we in? This is July, right?
Yeah.
At the end of August, there should be an EP, and then we'll be doing a tour to support the EP. I'm not sure if it's a North America tour. I don't know. I don't know yet, man.
Okay.
Okay,
so now that we cover a lot of serious questions, I want to get, like, what do people need to know about you? Like, what kind of person are you?
Do I want people to know though?
I mean, not everything.
I think it's good. It's good when people form their own perceptions and see things and say,
so you like people assuming.
Yeah, and then eventually they get to learn the real thing. But let them go on. You can make it up if you want. Make up a story. Go ahead.
So you don't care what people say about you, type of person.
No.
So people can say anything they want.
Yeah, but I can paint the picture. I can tell you whatever I want to say, and people will still like make their own story. So
yeah, that's how it is.
So yeah, that's the
So how do you like New York?
New York, nice one. I'm here a lot.
You here a lot?
I've been here a lot for years. I think the next show we have in New York is 5 Alarm Blaze on the reggae tip.
And you was at the Jerk Chicken Festival, right?
Yeah, that was yesterday. That was a good vibe.
Yeah, how was that?
What is it, the Jerk Chicken Festival?
Was it a Jerk Chicken Festival?
Yeah, it's the Jerk Festival. But
Jerk first.
Yeah, Jerk Festival, yeah. It can be whatever you want. It's a jerk chicken
I'm
festival.
so apologizing because I see flyers, jerk chicken. They really said jerk chicken.
Yeah, the Jerk Festival.
The Jerk Festival. So there was no chicken.
Yeah, there was chicken there too. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good vibe. Where, you know, it really showcases Caribbean culture and our lifestyle and how we live. And the lineup was a mixture of young and seasoned artists. And when I look in the crowd, it's the entire West Indies, the entire world that's right there in front of you in New York. So it's a good vibe.
You work so hard to be where you are right now.
Yeah.
Like super hard. You ever thought like you were never gonna make it? Like people wouldn't know what your music or who you are?
I didn't get a chance to even have those thoughts.
Oh, so
like once I started, it was just non-stop from day one, from the first foot down. I was just on go.
You feel like you didn't just get there. You put in a lot of work.
Oh yeah. Years.
And what would you say like is like your best work that you're proud of?
I think there's so many things. I think, but the album, I did an album that was called Mental Maintenance, and I think the album was before its time. And
so there is such thing of putting something out.
Yeah, man. And I'm very proud of that album because I did it independently as well. But I think it was released before its time, and that's the reason why I'm kind of not releasing an album now, just to do it for me and my friends or whatever. I want to make sure so the brand Konshens is on a different level, and then we drop the album at the right time.
So now that you're in a position where you're getting booked, you just got signed. Like I mean, you getting deals now. You just got signed, and a lot is happening for you, right? Yeah. So how do you feel about it? What feelings do you get when you really sitting back and watching your work paying off?
I feel good. I feel hungry.
And if like anybody will want to do reggae music, any young artists like coming up, young kids, what best advice would you tell them?
You want to be a dancehall artist? That's what they want?
Yeah, if they want to be a dancehall artist, even an artist, period.
I'll tell them to leave it alone, run.
Why would you say that?
Because that's basically the mindset that they need to have. Like, somebody, just prepare yourself for everybody to tell you, leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
You won't work. Fuck off. You sound garbage.
But why do you think people put...
You have to be that person to just believe in yourself and not give a fuck what anybody wants to say.
Why do you think people put artists down so bad? Not only reggae, Jamaican...
Especially nowadays, right?
Yeah, I feel like people put artists down a lot. Like, oh, you can't do this. Internet. Or you can't do that. Once you...
The internet. Like, if you remember, before the internet, artists were more stars than nowadays on the internet, because you can basically go and type some shit and the artist is probably going to see it. It might not, but he might. And that empowers people. So you find out everybody feel like them have the right and they have the opportunity to just say whatever the fuck they want to say loud in front of everybody, and that affects. Then the artist is more of a person now. You know what I mean? And if you're like a weak person, you see it and that shit fuck your day up. You know what I mean? So it's like...
Yeah, also you feel like social media is messing with artists.
Yeah, and it allows people well, it also allows people to lift artists up. But on the other hand...
But the bad side of the bad talk, because the bad talk do affect people. People think you watch it, you see it, you act like you don't care, but you actually do care.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even think about it like that.
I've seen that destroy artists though. So like, that's like one of the first things that I would tell an artist coming up. Like, you have to develop like some thick skin. And
like your mind gotta be right.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, get your mind set.
Like for me, when I just started out, when I started out, there was the internet where everybody could just come say whatever they want. I would diss everybody. I would just tell you, yo,
like
meet me on this or some shit, yo. You know what I mean?
I think that's what a lot of people. I think that's social media. I feel like once you start having a following, people think they can just come in your page and base their opinion.
So after a while, you grow and you're like, oh, fuck it, whatever. Check your bank account. It's alright. You can say what you want.
Yeah, but also you see, boom, if you say to your parents, I want to be a lawyer, they would think that's wonderful and or that's great. But then if you tell your parents, I want to be an artist, I want to...
2017 parents that know what a publishing check look like, they're probably going to say yes. They're probably going to say
they still
it's not respected as per parents.
Do you think it's because there's a chance like this, like it's not a guarantee, and compared to if you go to school, it's
still not a guarantee though.
Yeah, but then
it's just looked at more. It's looked at more acceptable in society. But for me, like, a job is a job. You know, I mean, who knows what your calling is going to be? You could go to school for 20 years to be whatever, and you never get that job. And then, you know what I mean? You started talking on Instagram, and that should work for you.
Yeah.
And I mean, who knows what your calling is?
Not work for me. It's still, you don't know what it is yet. But they open certain doors.
What you like to do, and you know what I mean. So, and your calling, like people, I think people in 2017 are more open-minded. Kids are more open-minded, and they're more reaching out to like what their calling is, and not just going to school just because your mama said it and your daddy said however. You know what I mean? It's like, school is good, school is basic. Okay. But then when you talk,
school is basic.
Yeah, school is basic. Like, you have to. It's not even questionable. But then when you start talking about the career choices, that's some other shit. Like, you shouldn't be forced into that.
Would you say you work with everybody you wanted to work with, or you haven't worked with what some of the artists you would love to work with?
Let me take out my list. I work with the list.
Jamaican artists you want to work with, like that's from Jamaica, like you?
I think I work with most Jamaican artists that I wanted to work with. Okay. Except there are a few young ones coming up that I would probably work with too. Outside of Jamaica, just basically, there's a vibe youth, and everybody just wants to vibe good. Okay. I'll do music.
So right now, would you consider yourself, would you say you're happy with everything, like where everything is going with your life, your music?
That's it. Like, I thought you were going to say, am I happy where I'm at?
Yeah, no.
But I like where everything is going. I think once you realize that you're still on that ladder, like you're not, this is not the road, you're on the road like this. So
yeah, you can never be happy where you are.
So we try continuously move up. You know, when you get to achievement each level, like you conquer this level, you're trying to get to the next level.
Why do you feel like reggae and dancehall music could be so sexual. It's not only you, it's like a lot of,
yeah, because that's a vibe though. Like
that's a vibe.
Like people thinking about going on vacation in Jamaica. They're thinking about some sexy shit. They might think about bikini. They might think about sexy bodies. They might think about, you know what I mean, water, beach. They might think about them vibes. So it's only, this is the life that we live. People on a vacation in the life that we naturally live. So it's like, I'm saying, yeah, for real, this is what we really do. Like, come on.
It's, you know, I was having a conversation with a friend that's from Jamaica, and he was basically saying, I thought, you know, sex and everything wasn't big in the islands.
It wasn't big?
It wasn't. I thought you guys was like so conservative of people that stay, and they're telling, you know, I'm unfinished. Yeah, I thought, you know, because, you know, when I was in Haiti and I was growing up, and I can have 13, but, you know, older girls, they used to be so sheltered, you know, so sex wasn't, you know. Yeah, so when somebody get pregnant, it would be a big deal, the whole town will, you know. So I was thinking sex wasn't as, you know, open. But then when I hear the music, I'm like, it's not adding up. Oh,
okay. Well, all right. I think the music kind of amplifies what the society is like. It's like it turns it up a little notch. So the way it sounds raw and it sounds unrestricted. You might get the idea that you could be walking in the street and see people fucking on the road, but it's not like that. You know what I mean? But we're not sheltered and we're not restricted as a people where would express certain way and the sexuality not embraced certain way. You know what I mean? I mean, if a young girl get pregnant, it's still a big deal.
Yeah, it's always a big
anywhere
deal.
In the world, but as adults.
But in America, it happens so frequently. Sorry.
Yeah.
Very frequently, like compared to the islands. It's, you know, so that's why I was like, oh, okay, they making all these music about, but they're not having sex.
Jamaica is just like the rest of the world, man. It's just put some more sand and some more cool breeze and some more alcohol, and you get Jamaica.
So what's the best thing would you ever see happen to you? Wow.
My kids.
Your kids. How many kids do you have? 2. You have 2 kids.
Yeah,
2 boys.
A 10-year-old daughter.
Oh, 10.
And a 2-year-old son.
Yeah, well, next year you're done with her. 18 years.
Don't tell me about it.
How does it feel like to be a father?
The best thing. The best part of life that's so far.
So that's your best accomplishment beside the music?
It doesn't even, music doesn't even add up to what being a father is like. To both, like the first child and to my son. And God bless me to get a daughter first and then really want a son and get a son.
Okay.
So it's like,
are you married or are you like same mother?
I'm technically married. Almost married.
Almost? What?
Yeah.
I don't understand what that is.
When you're in such a serious relationship that you're practically married.
Why is it hard for you guys? It's harder because everything.
Because check it, because when you're an artist, you will find that there's a girl somewhere that she saw you in this video or in this interview or on this stage or whatever. She already made a plan that whenever I see this nigga, I'm gonna get it.
So you blaming the girls? Honestly,
I'm blaming the girls.
You see, that's where I wanted to come from. I'm blaming the girls too because I see girls act out and I see a lot of girls what they do for attention to get this attention.
So a person that's not in the limelight, a man who is not in the limelight, it's hard already. But imagine you have that pressure where you like girls wrote your name down in the book like this nigga. I'm gonna see this nigga, he's gonna get it. I'm gonna dress myself up and I'm gonna get it in his way. He's gonna get it.
But how do you feel? Why do you think girls have this obsession with what they see? Oh, I see him in this music video. Do you think it's like
men
a
do it
fantasy?
too. Like men do it. I think it's a people thing. It's not so much a girl thing.
For like when you reach a certain level of fame, it could be for men or women. Do you feel like people just fantasize about dealing with you from what you say or from your music, from you being creative?
I don't think it's a girl being obsessed with what she sees. I think girls nowadays, they like to fuck, right? And if you are the image, what a celebrity does is they give an image
So you think they're attracted to the image? That
yeah, no, it's like an image. So it's not that if she don't, a girl that see Konshens and say, yo, when I see Konshens, I'm gonna fuck. It's not that if she don't see me, she's not gonna ever fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm just the image for now of the fantasy. So she might see this nigga, and you know what I mean? It's like he's playing the right role at the time.
Okay.
So I wouldn't, a people, man, a man see a girl and do the same thing, and you know what I mean? We live in a very sexual world, a very sexual society, people.
At least you know, you're not lying about that. So where do you see, now that we covered, we know I wanted to, you know.
Like you stepped on all the hard points.
Where do you see yourself, you know, you just got signed, you got everything going for you, right? You're in a good place right now, would you say? Yeah. So where would you say you see yourself in 5-10 years with your music? We say, oh, okay, I did a lot, I covered, I pretty much accomplished everything I wanted to.
Yeah. I wouldn't even wanna try to say individual accomplishments. I just want to, I like to say the fan base. Like the fan base, as long as the fan base has grown to the level that I want it to be, I'll be happy. You know what I mean? Because we are doing good business, and you can fall into the right situations and put yourself in the right situations. But I think for me, my personal aim is to just spread the fan base.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Are you happy with your fan base right now?
I'm happy, but I'm not comfortable more.
Not comfortable. You want more.
Yeah.
Anywhere you want your fan base to be everywhere, international.
Everywhere, yeah. Okay. And not just everywhere, but because they are already everywhere, but just the numbers, I want more.
Okay, as a reggae dancehall artist, what do you want to see reggae dancehall go in the next 5-10 years? What do you want to see?
I want it to be a legitimate genre I don't know if I want to say respected, but for lack of a better word, that's respected as more than a trend. You know what I mean? So it doesn't come up once every 2-3 years or once every 5 years. You know what I mean? We shouldn't even be in a conversation of blaming Drake
so we shouldn't blame.
Nah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We just want to see it respected as on the same level as a hip hop or a pop or R&B. That's crazy, though.
But you want to do that?
Yeah. What I'm saying, we were talking about this for 4 fucking hours on the drive, and for you to say the same thing 2 days after. That's
no,
crazy.
Everybody thought that. You know how many times? But like that's why I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna wait till we have the record so I can say that, because. Yeah, but that's why a lot of people don't like going to, like my friend said, I don't want to go because there's only one person performing. I want to see, you know, some people like going to concert when there's more than one artist performing. They think it's more fun. They want to go with their friends because this friend might like you, the next friend might like Akman, the next friend, and they all go together.
I think in the Caribbean there's such a hard concept to digest. Like people like different shit, and like I've sold out venues, you've sold out venues, we sold out venues, but we need to sell out the stadium now. Yeah. We need everybody's fans to be here. You know what I mean? And then everybody come and then they'll decide.
And that, I think that will make reggae music bigger. Yeah, when they see unity, and they're gonna be like, okay, they finally getting their stuff.
Yeah, because we talk about, to sell out the stadium, we talk about sponsors. We talk about people that are investing that's gonna actually boost the whole band itself. So artists.
Yeah, definitely something to work on. It was glad meeting you from Jamaica. You're actually a very, what would I say, attentive, like, you know, and I'm like, okay, I didn't know what to expect, but you're very down to earth.
You thought I'd be high.
No, not high, definitely not high.
I'm drinking, but I'm not high.
Okay. No, but I just thought like you would have been a little less talkative, but you definitely wasn't scared to answer any question. You were very informative for the entire reggae dancehall culture. Everybody, I love reggae and I love dancehall. I like the interview because I watched a lot of interviews that you've had. I just feel like they were a little similar, so I kind of wanted to
something different, right?
Yeah, and I feel like we kind of accomplished that, and I had a great time. Shout out to you, shout out to Jamaica, shout out to all reggae artists. Just
you have to say big up Jamaica.
Big up, yeah, big up.
You can say shout out, but you have to say big up Jamaica.
Big up Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, big up Jamaica. You know, I love the culture, I love the music. Keep doing your thing. You guys have some great artists, and you know, I'm next. You know, I'm just all about unity. So just come together. Give us something that we want to see. Give us a tour, all of y'all. Aklan, you right there.
Popcorn.
Yeah, Cranium, everybody that could, all upcoming. We ready for that. We're ready to buy tickets, so make it happen. And thank you for coming to the Deuces Up show, and it was a pleasure. And you know, bless.
Right.
God bless.
Come on.